sure that I'll find a way through a cloud of haze. Every day I wept, found how to live through all them cloudy days. You know the mind's a maze with all its mixtures. It's always hard to get the entire scope of the picture. 1080p, that's you other busters, yeah, obsolete. Can't fuck with me, excuse my French, but I'm not discreet. I wear my heart on my sleeve, but I've learned my lesson. I learned 1996 birth, one of the greatest weapons untold. I'm destined to reach heights thought I could never see, but foolish thoughts rampage my heart and let me not reach the peaks that's entrusted to me. My belief shatter of past actions I grieve, but grievance never really matter. It's how I choose to act differently in the coming battles to overcome my limitations and get out my shadow. But it's hard to wade in this water, but it was never shallow. Fuck it, let me get the paddles. Fuck that now, let me get this castle. Fuck that now, let me get this battle.
Yo, your boy back at it again. Tsmoov of Squad Narrow, 1/4 of Squad Narrow, bringing you another review. Another movie. Just had the chance to finally sit down and watch The Woman in the Yard. It's a psychological horror film that dropped earlier this year in theaters. It was directed by Jaume Collet-Serra and starring the incredible Danielle Deadwyler. So this movie very much has been marketed as a slow burn supernatural thriller, and honestly it mostly lives up to that. The story is centered around Ramona, a grieving mother who just lost her husband and is trying to keep it together while raising two kids in a remote farmhouse. And then she starts seeing this creepy woman in black that's just in her yard. Now, that sounds like a typical ghost story, but this film leans more into psychological territory than traditional horror. That's a lot of ambiguity. There's a lot of ambiguity with this, and like one questions that you might have: is the woman real? Is she a ghost, or is she a projection of Ramona's mental state? The movie doesn't spoon feed you these answers, and depending on your taste, that's either going to be a plus or a minus. But let's take a second to talk about Danielle Deadwyler for a second, because she did an amazing job with her performance. She was the glue that kind of kept this film together. At most, it was maybe 5 major people accredited for acting in the scene. She brings out the raw emotion and the subtlety that you really feel every moment of her grief and descent into uncertainty. Honestly, without her, I'm not sure this film would really work nearly as well. Cinematography-wise, it's beautiful in that haunting, minimal kind of way. Wide shots of empty fields, quiet interiors, lots of natural light. It all creates this eerie, isolated vibe that really works. But at the same time, like, the pacing is very slow, and like the ending, it's pretty divisive. I personally found it a bit too vague to be satisfying. I love ambiguity when it adds depth, but here it felt like the film was dodging real resolution. So overall, I'm giving The Woman in the Yard a solid 7 out of 10. It's elevated by strong performances and atmosphere, but the sluggish pacing and underdeveloped third act kind of keeps it from reaching some type of greatness at all. Still, if you're into thoughtful horror with a psychological edge, give it a shot. And with that being said, that is my review for this. Let me know in the comments when you thought of what you thought of the film. If you'd like to see more breakdowns for any movies, go ahead, smash that button. Hit that like button, smash the subscribe, and I'm gonna catch you on the next video. And if you want to see any more content like this, hit that bell so you can get the alerts. We are usually live Sundays evenings, or if life be lifing, we go live on Mondays with our usual podcast, talking about Marvel, pop culture, anime, anything under the sun. And with that being said, it's your boy Tsmoov. I'm out.
I want all this more. just focus on the ticket, maximize my means. It's like now I'm just tryna flow. There's a couple holes up in this boat. Dose my mind just so I can cope. They focus on the dollar, feel like I'm a migrant, just touch a new island. Every time I smoke, regardless, ain't no way I'ma miss my target when I got it locked up in my scope.
Watch out for the snakes in the grass. Watch out for the snakes in